It's Monday, gang. We got the double crash going on today with Wasp taking on Ant-Man Scott Lang. He is a purple, blue, and yellow user, and I'm gonna have to read his skills off because his skills are totally different from the last time when I recorded the Crash to the Titans. We'll explain. Pym Particles is his blue ability, which costs 9. He creates a purple locked swarm tile. That's the difference. What the swarm tiles do is listed in the passive. And so you create 3 purple attack tiles on the board, and while there's a purple swarm tile on the board, Pym Particles and Small Time Crooks, that's the blue ability, becomes grow. And the purple swarm tiles have a 75% chance to be recreated when matched or destroyed. Grow, which costs 10, it used to cost 9, but it'll remove all purple or blue swarm tiles, deal damage to the target, and then grow goes back to Pym Particles. And at the start of the turn, for each purple swarm tile on the board, you create attack tiles, and then swarm tiles that are matched or destroyed have a 75% chance to be recreated. Small Time Crooks is his blue ability, costs 9 as well, creates a 5-turn blue locked swarm tile. At the start of the turn, for every blue swarm tile on the board, you steal 3 enemy strike, attack, or protect tiles. And then while that's on the board, Pym Particles, the Small Time Crooks, becomes grow. And then for every 2 swarm tiles that's on the board, Ant-Man's abilities are reduced by 1 up to 3. Meaning, Small Time Crooks is a 6 AP ability, or grow becomes 7. Pym Particles essentially becomes a 6 AP move. When we get down to ants, you'll see what I mean. So grow again does the same thing, just like the purple version of grow. Removes both of those swarm tiles, deals damage to the target, and then of course, still the same thing, a part of the passive. For every 2 swarm tiles that's on the board, abilities are reduced by 3 AP. Well, by 1 up to 3 AP. And then finally, ants. This costs 7, but again, if he has that blue ability out, then it becomes a little bit cheaper. So it creates 5 3-turn locked red swarm tiles, and when they expire, they create strike tiles. And at the beginning of each turn, each swarm tile will do damage to us. Again, essentially a red ant. As far as his affiliations go, Heroes, Avengers, Team Cap, Technologists, and Pym Tech, for all those that care. Alright, so we have Wasp. We got the 370 Wasp, and then we'll use our 270 against Thanos. So this version of Wasp is, I can't use any of her I can't use any team ups here. I mean, except for the team up boost. Anyway, yellow, blue, and black user. Tactical Intuition, this costs 5. It converts friendly attack tiles to friendly strike tiles to protect tiles, and vice versa, empowering them by the listed amount. And if there are none that exist, then she creates a red strike tile and a red protect tile. And then these here increase by 50% if you have swarm tiles on the board, and then you remove all swarm tiles. That buzzing sound is her blue ability, which is passive. So at the start of the turn, if we have at least 7 blue AP, We create a random 1-turn countdown tile that steals 2 AP from that color. Then creates a locked swarm tile of that color up to 4 times. And if an enemy matches the countdown tile, then Wasp will do some damage to them. At higher levels, the threshold is decreased to 6 blue and even more damage for that. And then finally, Wasp's Sting is her black ability, which costs 7. She deals damage to the target, and if we have at least 8 blue AP, then we stun the target for 3 turns. Her affiliations for all that care: Avengers, Heroes, Team Cap, Technologists, and Pym Tech. Alright, our strategy here with Wasp, we actually want to gather as much blue as we can, and then start stealing AP from Ant-Man. Also too, we want to get enough black to where we can punch him in the face and stun him for 3 turns. Hopefully it'll end the fight. If not, we'll grab some yellow here and there to swap attack and projectiles, or strike and projectiles to make them stronger, whatever the case might be. And then also to make sure Ant-Man doesn't grab any purple. So again, couldn't help that. That was unavoidable. We'll grab this black here, get a match 5. We're still a ways away from even starting off any of our stuff. Okay, we'll go ahead and fire off Tactical Intuition. I'm gonna have to match this from here away. I'll go here. I know which way I'm going some of the time. Alright, we'll flip-flop them, make them a little bit stronger. I think we might actually have enough damage to just, yeah, we'll have enough damage to down him after this turn here. Because I do not want him to steal any of my tiles. So, punch him in the face. Or do a light zap, whatever the case. Alright, there's all the rewards there. Plus the legendary token. And I gotta take this phone call here. Just a second. Taylor Swift, do not do anything to my channel. Alright, Taylor Swift. We're done with you. No, I am not spending $24 on Charge for Polaris because she's already 5-star ascended. But we are going to talk about Thanos, and he's another one of those dudes that got that cheating 555 aspect of his powers. His black ability, Court Depth, is passive. For those that don't know, if Thanos downs one of his opponents, he deals damage to not only his teammates but to the enemy team, stuns the enemy for 2 turns. But since this is a one-on-one fight, that's not going to matter too much. His purple ability, it costs 8. It'll create a 4-turn countdown tile. I think at level 5 it'll create a 4-turn countdown tile. As long as that's on the board, we can't make any new tiles on the board. Meaning, you can't make any of those Wasp countdown tiles that, you know, pop up after 1 turn. We can't make any swarm tiles. We can't make any strike or protect tiles. None of that there. And then Thanos' match damage is increased as well. And then finally, his blue ability, Come Get Me, costs 12 green AP. It puts Thanos up in front as long as the countdown tile's on the board, and then after 3 turns, he does damage to the enemy team. As far as his affiliations go, I believe it's villains. It should be enhanced, and there's one other that I'm missing. We'll look it up real quick. The villains enhanced. Well, villains, Eternals, non-humans, godlike, battle world. For all those that care. No, I am not spending $29 on two subpar characters. We're not doing that there. All right. Strategy here. Gotta deny purple from Thanos. Green, you know, it's either or. I don't really care. It'll do some damage to us. We're not really worried about black. As long as we get enough blue and we get enough black, we'll be able to give them a nice little stop of the heart. And as I always do, I let my matches do all the talking from this point forward. Alright, we actually got a chance to use all of Wasp's abilities, though, you know, it was my unchampioned version that did it. It'd be nice to get the Hellfire Gala outfit, but again, not spending $10. Alright, the teams for Wasp, and of course our my new feature where I give you a comic book recommendation to read of Wasp. Medusa and 4-star Carol Danvers. Now the idea behind this team here, once you use your tactical intuition with Wasp to create both the strike and the projectile, you're gonna have Medusa's countdown tile, which is gonna be dealing damage each turn. When that reaches 0, that's gonna increase the strength of those protect and strike tiles. Then if you get that buzzing sound active, that's a 1-turn countdown tile that's gonna buff any strike, attack, and protect tiles from Carol's yellow ability. And then if you get, then you got the option of either making more strike tiles with Carol's black, or you could, stun the target once you get enough blue. The only downside is that if you don't have enough strike, attack, or protect tiles on the board to start healing off some of that damage you're gonna take. But by the time you get at least 4 or 5 cycles in of that buzzing sound, and then Medusa's attack tiles, the entanglement tile reaching 0, yeah, the damage gets to be a little bit on the absurd side. Is it useful now? That's debatable because um, what's her face? Excuse me, Polaris, who we seen earlier. Yeah, she just makes strike tiles at the start of the battle, which makes Wasp somewhat kind of redundant. As far as her comic book recommendations, I got 2. One is Avengers Inc., and the other is the Wasp miniseries, both of which were written by Al Ewing. I can vouch for his work because he wrote Immortal Hulk. Immortal Hulk was an awesome Hulk run. So the Avengers Inc. is a is a is a murder mystery, and for those who read Immortal Hulk did some of the mystery, so I can vouch on that there. And then the Wasp miniseries, this is going to be Janet and Nadia doing their thing and trying to figure out what it means to be a Wasp. So that is the 2 comic book recommendations there. Not even for $2. Now, if you said 200 shards, 200 hero points, yeah, sure. All right, let's see here. The May store is going on right now. Still